It's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuits, and let's get into it. So I'm going to make some more alien terrain for Soolomook 5, the planet in this fictitious world. And I have a couple ideas on how I'm going to do that. I have these multicolored little beads here. I didn't really want to open these yet, but I need something to put them in, so hold on. We'll use my bead box. All right, sweet. Let's keep a couple out. All right, so I have, this is the back of a metal baking sheet, and I'm gonna just get some glue, kind of make a little mound, like that, and let that start to mush down, and I'm gonna shove a bead into that. And these are gonna be crazy alien plants that I plan on painting like eggs. At least in my mind, that's what I'm going to paint them as. Grab another glue stick real quick so I don't have to do it at the last second when I need one. Okay. Just making a little pile. And I'm going to put a bead in it. Oh. That's a big one. That's what she said. All right. We could probably do one more of those, I guess. Okay. And we'll set those off to the side. We don't need this for a while. All right, I have some pieces of stuff cut here, and I just made some generic hills with foam. If you don't know how to do this, this is actually pretty easy. Hold on, let me get a foam cutter. If you don't have a foam cutter, you can do it by hand, but it's a time-consuming endeavor. Foam cutter. And where's the box? There it is. Turn my foam cutter up a little bit. All right, so to make those, you just get a piece of foam. Here's the factory edge right here. And you just kind of cut it sort of flat. And I just made some steps down like that. And then just kind of wavily dig into it back and forth like a saw and make some shapes. And you can really dig in and do as much detail as you want with that. Okay. Put this away. All right. And you know, you can save this scrap here. I probably wouldn't save this stuff. And then I have some bushes, and if you saw my trees video and stuff, I just made those with foam too. So let's get a base. Let's pick one of these. This one's got 3 steps on it, and we'll use it. And I'm just going to come around the edge and do a light bead. Stick this on the base. Smear around a little bit. Get it good and stuck on there. And then I'm going to get a bush. Right there. I'm going to smear that around just like that. And now this is going to be an alien world. Let me get a Oops, turn my glue gun off. I'm just going to put 2 dabs of glue on this to hold this down. And I'm going to do all the flock at the end, one at a time. So let's get this next base. Let's pick a thing for it. I want one that's a little different. This one's a little different. There we go. I'm just going to get a thin bead. I'm going to smear it around and get it good and in place. And then I'll use the bush on this one too. Okay. And for the last one, I'm going to use this little piece here. Now, I do plan on making more of these for personal use. I'm just going to do 3 in the video, though. Okay. Something like that. And I'm going to set these extra pieces off to the side. All right, so for the, I'm going to put a bush on one of these. I have 3 bushes instead of 2. I thought I made 2. Okay. So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. For those things that look like eggs, what I'd like to do is make like a vine, kind of. It's kind of fat and ugly. Twist this up. There's a piece of some kind of something on there. There we go. I'm going to twist these up. Kind of mush that. Something like that. I'm going to flatten that base of that. Then I'm going to stick it on here. Smear that around and get a good grip. And let's come back and get one of those flowers. Well, it's not really a flower, but whatever this is. There we go. All right. So to get it mounted on there, what I planned on doing, melting a hole in the back of this. Oops, like that. And shoving a little bit of glue. And then getting that in there like that. Then I got a little bit of mistake there where I got glue on my finger. I'm just going to get the hot glue gun or the minor burning hand spell and clean that up. Okay. And let's see. This one has little pieces sticking off. We'll burn those off with the lighter at the end. And then this one. Here's like a weird piece here where it didn't roll up nice. I'm just going to cover that in glue and then just dab it along there. Close that up. I didn't burn a hole this time. That was a mistake. I'm going to regret that later because it's not going to look the same as the others and it's going to irk me. All right. And then for these last two, I'm going to put them kind of close to the ground. So I'm just going to get some little balls of foil and kind of just make them a little bit pointed. Just like that. Like a little teeny smush Darcy kiss. We'll do that there. Kind of there. All right, so now we have some completely different, unique types of terrain that we don't have on any of our other boards. They're new and different. Let's get some baking soda and let's sturdy up these mushrooms and then let's get working. So for these mushrooms, just to make sure I have a good bond and nothing comes loose, I'm just grabbing the super glue, dragging it down like that. And I'm just going to drag some of this baking powder onto it. Just like that. And shake it back in. And those will never come off, I'm hoping. Oops. A little bit of drama there. And I'm going to do the same thing a couple more times. That's all. That's all I'm doing. It's just sturdying everything up. All right. We'll set this off to the side. Let's get a little mixing cup. I used this earlier for something. It'll be all right. We're just going to get some Mod Podge. Get some blue and some black. And I'm going to add a little bit of clear glue. Let me guess. Correct. Good guess. Wow. Okay. Let's try that again. Oh. It's one of those days. Just ignore me. Well, now, what if you don't have meat on those pliers? You got to shove something down, like a stick or a knife or something down in there, and just be a nuisance. By the way, I did not buy these. Someone gave me these, so it saved me a bit of work. Let's stir that up. Let's get these up on I'm gonna get a different one. And we'll do the one we painted first. It'll be ready. And I'd brush. Something big, something soft. That's not it. Keep on looking. What I got down there? Nope, that's not it either. Here we go, hold on. That's all right, it was just paintbrushes. They'll be all right. And we just want to get it all painted like that. And we want to do the base too. I'm not worried about getting on the stems. I'd rather not, because I'm going to sprinkle this in sand. So if I can get it on the bushes, not on the bushes and not on the bases, that's going to be better. Get some of the spider web that I got going here out of the way. All right. Oops. Something like this. Maybe get a little bit on the sides of the rocks. Don't think it'll matter too much. A little bit will be all right. It'll give it a nice look. Let's set that aside and go to the next one. You could do this in any color, but I thought gray was good because I'm going to be painting my terrain blue and my my foliage mostly is going to be teal. That's what I came up with for the old, what was it, Soolomook 5 planet, because it's got a lot of blue. And if you don't want to build an overwhelming amount of these terrain types, I'll tell you, because then what will happen is you'll have a bunch of terrain for a planet you might never use again. So what you want to do is build a few pieces that you can use in different configurations to kind of capture the image of what you want to capture, and then you want to kind of back off. You don't want to go, you know, all the way. Let's get our last one. This one's the one attached to all those damn spider webs. All right, nice. And this one I did a little different. I put kind of like a hill on it, and you don't need to do that. I was just playing around to make something look a little different is all I was doing there. Just trying to give it some variation. You want to make sure all your styrofoam gets a coating of this, though, so that you can spray paint this. I don't know if I'm going to spray paint mine, though. I may or may not. I haven't decided. Probably not, since I did a gray, so I could use it as undercoat. Well, then I got the tin foil, though. And then I got the plants. The reason I didn't paint the plants is because I didn't want the green or the sand sticking to them that much. So there's a method to what I did. I just can't remember what it is. Okay. All right, we're done with that for now. I'm going to set that off to the side. Let's get this going. Now I did want to get this rock covered in sand deliberately. All right. Now, since this is a new workbench and I don't want to get it all tore up, I'm going to take a second, kind of clean up my mess so I don't have sand grinded on everything. Now we'll come back one more time here with the brush. Dry that out pretty good. And we'll paint the stems of the mushrooms and the plant. I don't know if they're mushrooms, whatever they are, the stems of the plants and the bush. Okay, well, I guess Mrs. Doom is coming through the garage. Sorry you can't hear, but it's a little late. I can't do much about it. She didn't know that I was recording, so I apologize for that loudness. It won't hurt anything. You can still see what's going on, right? No big deal. No big deal. Tell you what, my back is sore from working on the shop all day yesterday. I woke up and I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I feel terrible. Everything hurts. Everything. All right, looks like we're getting about there to that point. So in about 25-30 minutes here, we've made 3 usable pieces of alien train for the Soolomook planet, Soolomook 5 planet. And once we get this painted up and it looks a little different than anything else we have, the players will automatically associate it with an alien-type world as the thought. Now, how well that works, well, it takes some imagination. But what I'd like to say now is thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share. Hit the notification bell icon. I'm going to dry these off. I'm going to bomb them, and then we'll come back and paint them in a part 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all that stuff. I can't even think. My head's kind of twisted at the second. Go to the website and buy some minis. No judgment if you can't. And please join the Discord and hang out. Thanks for watching.